So every year I do a garden journal. Just write down notes about what plants grew well, what ones didn't, and what you do different for the next year. I'm gonna do this as a video so that you can watch and maybe you can learn something from us. So come along for the 2014 garden journal. Trying what's called a keyhole garden. So you make a loop all the way around with one single path going out, and then you have a lot of edges. We did hops for the first year. It was super simple, you don't have to do anything. This will keep coming up and coming up, so this has to be buried in the ground because this will freeze and die. And then this just isn't enough root space for hops, but we got so many. We just did in our extra planters romaine lettuce, and it was a good idea. We should do that again. Romaine's a good one to grow. Next down here, we had 6 normal kale plants. It's called Vates kale. It's also known as blue kale, but it's pretty much the same thing, I think. It looks like it. 4 of them were under the tree too much. We just don't have enough space. And we could probably do 8 plants next year. We also have this other kale called Tuscan kale, black kale, dinosaur kale, lacinato kale. It's really good. Grow maybe 4 of these. Okay, so the spinach is coming up again. We had tons of spinach in the spring, so plant the spinach in the fall, get it in the spring. It's just coming up from the seeds, plant it October. So we can have 2 crops of spinach every year. So the cucumbers are probably like 12 feet, and it's going all the way across. And cucumbers are easy to grow. Now when you're starting out the cucumbers, try and make them go higher sooner. So just guide it at the start a bit, just to get it go higher. Just do that. We have our compost. I have to install a 3-bin system again. I just moved it and it's all getting buried, which is actually the best way to compost, but it doesn't look very nice. Irrigation was great. Maybe just get some more hose. Don't forget to turn it off. Maybe I should put a timer on it. So the irrigation comes from our rain barrel. It's a good water system. This platform is really good. So this is lemon verbena. I love it. I'm gonna try and dry it. I think it's more of a desert plant. It likes to be dry. Oh, I love that smell so much. These are massive plants. Bushes like this, so I gotta replant these lemon verbena somewhere where they can grow. I don't have the space right now. So we have 2 types of beans. They're like 16-foot posts. We have so many of them growing at the top. Eat them young. These ones will pop open. We should make them chili this year. The pole beans are simple, they'll go as high as you let them. The other type of beans that we have are called bush beans, or they also are called coffinel beans. You kind of fence them in or something, because they'll just grow and grow and grow. And they stay low to the ground, but we got those ones before we got the pole beans. So this is a human. It's about 3 months. We're giving it a lot of food. It's gonna keep getting bigger and bigger all through the winter. And by next summer, we'll just wanna change what we feed it. And the peas worked great this year, and I think it's because we didn't put them in full sun. We've had troubles in the past, but now it's got more shade because I heard that it was a cool weather crop. These ones here are called tall telephone peas, and they came later. Outsides of them aren't very nice, but the insides are really nice, so they're more the ones that you would just eat the insides. Now over here we have sugar snap peas, and they're awesome. Both of them are great. So the peach tree, it didn't blossom this year for the first time, probably because we got rid of the cherry tree and you need 2 fruit trees to cross-pollinate. I don't really know enough about that. So cayenne peppers, we always get way too many peppers. We just need 1 plant of 1 pepper, you know? So stevia, so I don't know what to do with it. So this is the natural sweetener, nothing special. Now this is citronella. It smells like an amazing lemon. Figure out something to do with this. Like maybe we could have a citronella farm. It's so nice. Any radish is fine, really. And we just don't eat that many radishes, so don't plant too many radishes. Carrots, we didn't do very good. Ibiza, tenderloin, these nates too. And we just need to learn how to grow carrots better. That's all. We want to spread out the carrots more. We just have everything too tight. These are just the white bulb onions. They're fine. I think I need to research type of soil, but they're going pretty good. So we love lettuce, can never have enough of it. So Simpson lettuce was this stuff. It's like a lighter green and wavy. I think Simpson lettuce is my favorite. So summertime lettuce usually does great, but this year it didn't do very good. It's a great lettuce summertime. Here are two that are so similar, romaine and Sierra. I like romaine more. They're basically the exact same, except Sierra's smaller leaves. Okay, and this year we didn't get any aphids, which was awesome. And I'm thinking it's because our cherry tree was so bad with bugs and it wasn't here, but who knows. Now these are hollyhocks. They're from Saskatchewan. In Saskatchewan, they grow really tall and they look like big poppies. And they're my grandpa's and research hollyhocks. So this is the zucchini plant, and every year just gonna get this white mildew. It just does. I don't know how to stop it. You can spray it with lots of different options. Tried them all. I think just at the end of the year, if you're in a region that has it, you just get it. But it comes at the end and the fruit still grows, so it just kills the leaves. It didn't work on that side of the yard, it worked on the south side. Spaghetti squash grew awesome. It's so easy to grow. We've never had a problem. Plant it and it grows. Cherry tomatoes, these ones always grow super easy. Things in pots just don't grow as well ever. This is Early Girl. They're great tomato. Plants would grow 10 feet tall or more if you held them up. Perfect size, just a standard tomato. So we had two of those plants. Subarctic Plenty, it seems exactly like Early Girl. We planted these underneath a tree, which wasn't smart, but we just don't have enough room. So these plants would do better with full sun. Now these are my new favorite tomato. I want to plant a lot of these. San Marzano. Like a Roma tomato, not much liquid in them at all. They're just dense, like Italian tomato. I love these. Black Krim, they're a good tomato. They're really heavy, kind of greeny lines on the red. Heirloom tomatoes. Henry Rose are kind of like a mix between the subarctic and a Roma. So just a round tomato. So this is vintage wine. It looks like the Black Krim, except it's lighter. Yeah, and they're fine. Yellow with red striation. 3 more tomatoes. We just called it a cherry tomato, but what is this? It's got a sharp point on the bottom, and they're really, really watery, but you get so many of them. Again, the plant would probably go 20 feet high if you let it. I found out this year they're really good for soup. Put it in the food processor. They probably get the most tomatoes out of any plant. So this is a cat. It's just a gray house cat. Feed her food from the store. She's very nice. Okay, now Roma, last year I grew them in cages, but they wanted to stay low. So this year I just grew them on the ground. And next year I'm just gonna put them over top of some like curved chicken wire. They're more like a bush than a tree. Of course, pasta sauce. Here's our beefsteak. And beefsteak will probably grow 10 feet if you let it. They're easy. Tomatillo. And they're tomatoes that come in like a casing, and let's not grow them again. We have so many tomatoes, so those are off the tomato list. All right, so parsley, simple. What do you say about parsley? I don't know, just grow it. These are 3 different types of basil. 2 of them were good, 1 of them wasn't. Genovese, good. Tuscan basil was great. Asian basil, and tastes like black licorice. Really strong black licorice. And it's not a flavor we enjoy. Pumpkins? No, don't worry about the pumpkins. We had a failed pumpkin patch. You need sun. We didn't have enough sun. So that's the garden journal, because you always forget what you learned last year. Plant a seed, water, sun, good earth, and you get so much food. It's just amazing. The healthiest food you can possibly eat. And then Zoe. We share with our neighbors and we teach friends, and I have some people that I share seeds with. You know, there's a social aspect to it. And of course, there's a bit of therapy to it. Just putting your hand in the dirt and getting outside, being in the sun. It's just good for your mind too. And then it's good for the planet. Composting and, you know, not taking more than you're giving. How you learn to just be amazed with nature and really thank it. I think that if more people gardened, we would solve a lot of problems. It's just such a simple act and it's so powerful. Okay, Zoe? So we're gonna plant our next garden and you're gonna help. Thanks for watching if you made it through the whole video. That was a long one. So really looking forward to the next growing season. And if you have any tips or things that you're excited about growing or stuff that you think we should try, please let us know. Love to hear from you. The music that I used in this video was composed by my brother, Ryan, and he just composes a lot of music. He has 2 albums online right now of classical music that are free online. I suggest you check it out. Cool. Thanks for watching that.